Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I will draw an illustration for Peacemakers Horrors of War, and it will be one of the horror cards. The name subtitle of the game is that there will be a horror deck, and when units die in the game you will have to add cards from this horror deck on top of your resource deck. So normally you would get good cards to actually take nice actions and progress to closer to your victory. But when if you let units die, even if by mistake, you will get horror cards added, and you can see that they have the broken back on them. And the base game will come with 24 unique horror cards, so there's 24 unique illustrations to draw. And today we will draw one of them. And these are my prototype cards, and they have just illustrations from Lands of Culture, some of the negative effects from there, so they're all sad and horrified. But we will draw 24 new illustrations for this, and then more for the promo pack as well. But today we are going to it's going to be the first horror card for the base deck. We have already 2 illustrations for the promo pack, but we don't have any for the actual horrors in the game. So let's first take a look of what we are going to draw, which card, and then we can get on to it. Welcome to the stream, So Spinner. It's nice to have you here again. And they say that last time experienced the drawing of Galsur and the crashed pirate ship with the monkey taking the loot out of it. Yes, that was one of the streams I did when I drew that card for Galsur. But let's check out, and that's from the campaign. But yes, here I have the card that I'm going to draw today. It's called Compulsive Hoarding, and the effect of it's a little bit spoilery, but you will just see one of the 24 cards. But I thought that it would be necessary to show the effect to you in order to fully appreciate the art we are trying to do with it. So the effect goes that during the next refresh, draw only 3 cards. You take all of them, discard afterwards, and the keyword ongoing. And basically at the end of each round, you are drawing from the resource deck, hopefully resource cards, but you're drawing 4 cards, no matter the player count, and then you share them equally with all the players who are playing the game. And when someone has the Compulsive Hoarding card, so first it would probably look something like this, where you have, for example, this would be the Compulsive Hoarding. So you would draw these 4 from the resource deck, you would divide these evenly with the players, and then you would resolve Compulsive Hoarding, which means that you would just look at the top left. We have the icon row here, and the first adventurer who's in the game, so if Akesan the Fennec Fox is in the game, this would target him or her. If it would be, she would not be in the game, we would go one by one down until it hits someone. So it's most likely to hit Akesan, and that's who we are going to feature in the illustration itself. And because of the ongoing and it means that the card stays in play face up on the table until it has been fully resolved. And this would take effect during the next refresh. So next time you draw cards from the resource deck, instead of sharing all of them, all the non-horror cards equally with other players, Akesan or whoever is targets with this effect will take all the cards by themselves. But instead of also drawing 4 cards, you draw only 3 cards, so there's an effect even if you're playing solo. Of course, you can use the delegate action, which is the finger here on the cards, to share the cards to other players, but you need to be on the same space. So this will probably throw a wrench to your plans once Akesan starts hoarding cards. And that's basically the effect we are drawing. And in some streams, I have already prepared some sketches ahead of time, but today I have not. It's both, sometimes I have time to do it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't do it simply because it's a different experience for everyone watching when we actually start from scratch. So basically I have nothing to go on other than an idea of what I would think the card to look like once we're finished. Because Akesan has a backpack with him, with her. I can show some other resource cards to show that. And I was thinking that she has the backpack open in front of her, and she's horrified and like in a bad manner, thinking that she needs everything right now. So she's just stuffing in items in her backpack, and I think it would also be a fun way to add some like references to the actual resource cards in the game. For example, we have food poisoning, so maybe she's stuffing some rotten fish in her backpack because those can represent the resources that she is hoarding with this card. Welcome to stream, Bartek. They also said they remember the pirate ship stream. And Bartek is happy for us drawing the Fennec. And Sospina says that the idea sounds cool. Welcome to the stream, Fenneconomist as well. I guess you would also be happy to hear that we are drawing a Fennec Fox today. Yes, this was just for the update, but here's what we are working with right now. I have some references here. We'll see if I have enough. Here's three of the Akesan the Fennec Fox, and yeah, let's find some other ones as well, just so we have all the references we need, and that way we can be sure to keep the drawings consistent between the different cards. So let's see, that one doesn't help us too much. It's a picture of this one. The next one is, yeah, we can open the friendly guide. I have also some old Fennec Fox photos and stuff as reference on this file. We'll see if we need those, but basically I don't care about the background too much, but I can take all of that and put in our reference file here. I can even get rid of that. Let's check the other ones. Yeah, I can do the same with the card duty. Oh, that's one of the older now. It's called encouraging words. So let's get rid of those. And we can, because now it's a little bit more stuff to see the full body. And I think I still want reference from the actual game box, because that can can help us as well. So I think you can just take this one that we can close. Here's one more, and we already have one kind of poison featured on there, so let's let's take that too. Now we have bunch of stuff to reference, so we can hopefully start with our first rough sketch of what we are going after. And here's Kate being restless, wanting to play. Let's see if I'm in frame. So I want definitely the backpack on the front, and I want it to be really bulging from the seams, just by the amount of stuff is stuffing in there. I guess it's more iconic this way. Make just super rough sketch to begin with, and then we can make another one. Usually it's best to do extremely fast, and then we can actually make a few additional sketches just to make it better that way. Or maybe this is not actually attached anymore because it's on top of the flap, so maybe it's on the side here or something. The roll over there. And it does have side flaps as well. And then we have actual Akesan stuffing items inside. Thinking that maybe she is pushing stuff in while looking over her shoulder, like with panic. That's what. So. Let's see what item he would be holding. No yet. Let's see. Poison bottle is one option. What resource cards do we have? Well, I can go here, so I can actually you can see as well. So there could be some emergency care band-aids or something. Bartek is writing ideas for the ideas for items to hoard. Dead fish. I will definitely go with that. Package from Pigeon. Sure. A map of safe haven mixed orders flag. We can also add roll of band-aid from emergency care. And this is the Bartek was speaking from Carrier Pigeon. Oh yes, the trumpet, speaking trumpet from Hurry Up. That's definitely going in there. I'm almost, let's see. I think we need an actual list here. What we want to have there. So we're going to have bandage roll. We're going to have package from the gathering pigeon package. And next card is, yes, the speaking trumpet. So I'm definitely going to forget them if I don't write them up. A shield from encouraging words. It's a little bit big, and I'm thinking that maybe the shields are already, the units have the shields, and Nakesan is just encouraging to use them. Not sure if a shield is part of the actual resource that the adventures are carrying. It's also kind of big for that. As a spinner setting an item from other games, that's a possibility as well. Strike Retreat doesn't have an item, just this on the ground, the sign, but I'm not sure if they're like putting the sign or if that's already there. False Order, it's kind of the Order God scroll, but it does have the like the fake equipment, like the helmet that could be there to fool them into thinking you're some sort of commander. So False Order helmet question mark. Yes, the fish bones. Fish bones. Can perhaps add the poison bottle. Next one is the mixed groups flag. So insignia flag and a torch, maybe a torch. Probably not going to put all of these, but we can put at least some. Yeah, the map scroll. Just don't want to make the picture too busy either, so we'll see how many we can fit in. These are just the birds, but you don't stuff those in, and this is again kind of like scrolls, if so. If you have some favorite cards from Dale of Merchants, we can try to squeeze in as a reference, or from Lands of Culture, we can we can do that as well. But that's already quite a nice list to start with. So by mistake rotated. Let's remove that. So here's our list of stuff. All right, so we're thinking it's probably better if he's looking to the right, because then he's looking away from the card instead of into the all the banners on the left. And currently, if she would be looking right, that would be not behind her shoulder. So we can just flip the whole thing, because then we can have her looking the other way, and I definitely want downwards facing ears for her to look more terrified. Probably a little bit open face. Open mouth, I mean, not open face. Suspina says yes, she needs to be in panic mode, flat ears, because of fear, right? Yeah, because all of these are fear, like horror cards. So the source of these cards is most likely always horror. So like a defeated unit. So they are sad that someone lost. They saw someone dying and it doesn't feel good to them. I think we can increase the music just a little. If it's too overwhelming, let me know. I'm thinking that the item in the middle that she's holding should be pretty like iconic, actually, from the resource deck, and then the other stuff, especially if we put the reference from Dale of Merchants or Culture, that should be like on the ground somewhere here, or on the already in the back or something like that. But I think it's best if the one she's holding that we are focused on would be some of the one iconic one. Like carrying pigeon package is nice, but it's just a yellow like package. I'm leaning towards maybe speaking trumpet. Like the false order helmet is also nice, but that's her card. It doesn't mean that she draws it always, but I think it's more iconic or better if she's stuffing someone else's resource in the back. So I'm thinking that maybe the speaking trumpet would be nice. Like it's a big thing that she can hold with both hands, but if we tiny one would be worse in that case. Thanks for letting the know that the sound is right, and Bartek likes the trumpet idea. Let's let's take that. I want if I can find it. Yes, here. Just so I can use the correct color scheme. That one away as well. And then we can take this. That one we don't need anymore. Let's put here. And no, we're not going to put the disembodied hand of Tampatra there. Just this. The trumpet. her tail is really iconic on this upright position, but I really don't want it to be upright in this, so we can see if we can fit it somewhere here, like being a lump or like this, just to make her more afraid. A little bit rusty. I've been doing all other game design related stuff and not drawing in a little while. But we'll get there, even if it means that I need to spend a little bit more time on it. Yeah, the back can't be. The back currently is like huge, and Akesan is way too small, so let's fix that. That's more like it. Increase the whole thing a little as well, just to fill in the card better. Yes, so Spinner likes the tail idea. Just probably need to see if I need to move it a little, like instead of being that way, I can draw it here or something like this, so it's mostly visible. That's pretty nice first pass. Let's see where. Can be even a little bit bigger, because the focus of the card should be on the on her expression and stuff, and not on the, well, we want us to be able to see what she's doing, but that's not that important in grand scheme of things. This can be, the back can be leaning towards. X Digital says that the horrors seem a bit tame. Where are the mass graves burning civilians and waterboarding prisoners. In a different game, I would imagine. Let's see what other items we can fit in, like bandage roll. Fishbone is like mandatory. Let me pull that one up as well, so we can use it as a reference. Food poisoning. Here. Well, we can just take a screenshot of that. That's done. That's done. Here's the fish bones. I can put something here on the side, but there's not much room to show, like I mean this space here on the side. We don't have a lot of room there to show like fish bones or something, but we can have them sticking over here and stuff. Let's put those just for a minute. So we can make a authentic food poisoning fish for us. Just thinking of putting it somewhere here. And of course there can be a pile, but we need definitely at least one. Maybe she's wounded while hoarding to make it more horror. We're probably going to keep those away mostly, as it thematically you get, and mechanically you get the horrors when you see units being defeated, not when you are attacked. So they are mostly just mental damage for the adventurers, and keeping them that way on the illustrations and names as of these cards should also support that. Insignia, flag, and I'm gonna have some scrolls like stuff already in there, maps and stuff. And poison bottle. We want this a little bit more visible, like that. You can have a bottle of maybe it's next to the fish. This is going to be the first pass, just blocking out where we put the stuff. Torch, insignia flag. I do think the speaking trumpet is maybe just a little bit oversized. Maybe I could do that to make more room for all the stuff. Insignia flag can be just flopping over the side here. Not as much, or it's like complete. Make it a little bit smaller, and yeah, that's better. Even though it's a bit small. Not sure if the scrolls are better here, or I can make a new variant where I would maybe move the scrolls. Yeah, I think this is better, more fun. Sticking from her armpit, like holding on to those. Bandage roll. We do already have two different kinds of rolls, but maybe it can stick from this side, from the depths of her. Something like this. So Spinner likes the idea between the hand as well. Now we have bandage roll, carrion picture package. I guess we can put it on the side somewhere, like sticking here, or leaning to the back, something. Something like that, and have the straps being there. Something like that. Helmet. Maybe we don't have space, and we could put it on top of on her head, but it might be confusing if you don't realize that it's from the card. So probably prefer to keep it out. Torch is the only one remaining that's not here yet. Should be able to can stick from this side, be like here. enough space for one extra torch. What about some sweet on her head, like drop for being so active? I think you're meaning sweat, not sweet. Yeah, we can see if we can make it work. I can also, because while we're not going to use the character illustrations from Lands of Galsur, we do have where do I have it? Admin no statuses. Can use some of the backgrounds for these abstract ones. And I was thinking of perhaps using this one for our current one. The current one was just a placeholder purple thing, but I was thinking of using this one. Let's see what have I done here. This one is just single color, or is it? Let's do one more. It's almost single color, I guess. Yeah. God Art 4 Galsur has is smaller than here, so I'm going to have to extend it anyway. What else? I have this kind of grub. Pretty sure it's yes. Next one we have some weird stuff. Then we have the droplets, I think, yes. We definitely need to see where we want to put those. I think we don't need the list right now. %, I'm using black, I guess. I got this idea from basically from Spinner saying the sweat, so this would be nice background for this, because he's sweating as he's hoarding everything. We can polish the background later. I'm just going to add some this one. fade them out. And this was actually like that with this effect. And no, that's an empty layer. And then we have this to change the color once more. But we can change the color to whatever feels the best for our case. Yes, so Spinner is saying smaller sweat. Yeah, we can have a smaller for the sketch, but I think that background should work quite well for this. We can add droplets where we feel like and put them better positions later. And let's make it just fade it out for now so we can see our sketch better. So that's our first pass with us being, well, that's already number 2. And this will be our number 3. So we can now use that as a guide for our next sketch, which might be our final sketch, and then we can start coloring in and stuff. So many streams I draw until this point already before the stream, so I have a rough sketch and then I can start drawing. So now you now you see the struggle to get to this point. And good ideas for some fun references welcomed from Dale of Merchants or Lands of Galsur. Could be a card that's featured in both. Let's take a look. So so this is spoilers for Lands of Galsur, some item cards. Not a big one, just if you don't read the effect texts and stuff. Let's see. A ladder doesn't make too much sense. Drums in not too much either. Long coat, she should be wearing it, but it's kinda don't think that she's hoarding the item if it's like on her so well. Climbing axes, sword stick. Bartek said, yeah, I did miss that one. Red from Taster's card could work as well as some food rations. Yes, how did I miss those? Yeah, teapot from Rumors. Or trophy from Raffle. Yeah, I think that's a good idea to actually take a card from the Fennec box set. Makes sense, and it's more fun reference that way. So let's see, where do I have this? I guess it's maybe here. Oh yes, here's my mega image for Lands of, for Dale of Merchants. which has all the different card card art. So now we should be looking here. So we could have the flag, but we already have the insignia flags, raffle, clothes, meh. So it leaves us with the trophy from raffle, the bread from tasters. I'm afraid that the bread wouldn't be as recognizable, so the teapot or the trophy are the best picks, I'd say. Which one do you like more? The raffle, trophy, or teapot? Thinking where we could put it, like here's space, for example, to put it. Could be here, like trophy on the ground, just so it's like dropping my mouse, but would be somewhere here. Might be good place for the trophy. I'd maybe put it there. Let's find, where do I have the actual file? Illustrations 2, and then needing to guess what name the file has. Oh, that's named actually a raffle. I think this time it should probably be empty. Sir Spinner says that bread feels more like a war item. That's correct, but it's also, yeah, it can be mixed up with the molded bread from raccoons. That would also be good for food poisoning. The molded bread. But I think it's more fun if it's from the friendly Fennec Fox set. So the raffle would be fun, the trophy, but it's like, what? Why do you have it? So the teapot might make at least sense that they can drink tea and maybe poison it. Why not? So maybe the teapot or the actual like single tea mugs, either of those could work. Yeah, Bartek is saying that she's panicking, she's hoarding anything she finds at hand. Yeah, teapot would be fun and not as much out of place. Let's see if we combine those. Take everything. So I'm thinking that we could just almost put it like this. Let's do this. Thanks for joining in the stream, Fenoconomist. You can watch the video later on YouTube after the stream as well. Nice to have you here for time. I think we could just put in the teapot something like this on the corner. But let's hide those like that. So let's start with Ake-san, trying to make her look. I'm not sure if he should have like a fun little smile, like Bartek says, although would teapot in the correct time would teapot be in correct time and place in the world don't takes place much later? Yes. She can have the teapot from her home country. She's from Africa, and yeah, they can definitely make teapots at this time period already, so should not be a problem that way, but a good thing to take note still. Been a while since I drew last time, and even longer since I drew Ake-san last time, so need to take look at a lot of the references so I can be faithful to my old old drawings. Need to try to see what's a good expression for her. Thinking her could also be a little bit messier than usual. Bartex asked, by the way, why names of Peacemaker heroes are so hard to remember compared to Galsier? Hard to say. Some of them are really short, like Ake-san is not long, Tambatra is not too long, Nabo, Jainar. In my mind, they're like same category of difficulty of remembering as those in Galsier. But hopefully you'll get to remember them with time as well. We do need to play with her eyes quite a lot, I believe, but we can do that a bit later. Thinking they might be a bit low and maybe even a bit small. Because she doesn't have that big of a forehead. And let's see, trumpet here. So this is the game does not have, as my illustrations and Jesus illustrations, they do not have what's called a line art. So I will hide this layer from the final illustration, but it's still, I'm going to use this as a baseline to put all the coloring in. So I'm not going to draw the straps of the back, of course, now, because the back is not on her. Bartek saying, guess a bit more uncommon syllables for me. Yeah, we sorry for the games not having that easy to remember names. I do know that. Yeah, Sir Pino says that maybe travel to her country to get used to the language. Sure. Let's move the bottle a little bit. Hope her backpack is at least little recognizable. Need to see if we can do something about that. So that's the first sketch, and we added new stuff. And then we polished it a little, or quite a lot to see. Just been asking, how many do you draw of these cards in a period of time? It really depends. Sometimes I get the drive to draw more, and then I can pump extra ones, and sometimes sometimes less. Like I said before, now I've been concentrating on the design and development, and also graphic design, rules, layout, all kinds of stuff relating to that. So I have not drawn new art for the game. So this is I did with Jesus. We together we did the cover art, but outside of that, I think I have not. I have drawn some graphical elements for cards like banners and text boxes and things of that nature, but I have not drawn like art in that sense, like with characters and stuff. But now I probably have to start drawing some of the horrors, because we have 4 plus 10, so we had 34 minus 2, have 32 card art pieces to go still. And this will be also used to show the character of the adventures, like who tends to get what kind of horrors. So it's a way to also add theme to the game, and you can learn what kind, like the personalities of the adventures based on which horrors tend to get to who. Like Ake-san is a little bit not a lot, not too much, but the most selfish of the adventures. Doesn't mean that she's too selfish, but when it gets bad, she will be the most. So you will learn about their personalities in that way. I think we need to move her body just a little, yeah. Or basically the head, because I wasn't happy where it was connecting. Now it's a lot better. And it's fun to see them uncomfortable and in totally different feels. Like you see Ake-san is happy and everything all the time, but not when the horrors strike. She usually has her eyes closed, so we can see how that would look if she had one eye closed and one not. I think I prefer the both eyes open. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this. So we can start filling in some colors to see how that works out. Let's do this. And I think I'm going to put the illustration also on top of the, like here, I would move these on top and this on top and this on top, the scrolls here as well. There's nothing that really goes nicely on top of this, so we don't have to do that, but sometimes I like to put stuff on top of the elements just slightly. It's just such a contrast in emotion, yes. I'm still thinking, can we push the pose even more? Like if she's hunched over the back, like, oh, these are mine. Or the current one also works really nice with the name of the card. So if we just hide this, and we can go here and update. Yeah, I think it works really nicely with the compulsive hoarding already. Like, she's not overprotective of them, she's just taking all of it. Because if she would be holding and like not letting them go, then it might convey that you can't delegate stuff to the players, but now it's just like you get extra, so I think it works. Yeah, so Spino says that now the pose looks like she's in a hurry. Yeah, that's better than trying to protect the items. Only thing before starting the colors, I think I still want to move at least the poison bottle a little to the right, because it's still not sure which, this way, so it can be almost straight, I think. Yeah, just trying to make more space for the food poison fish, so they don't have to be so tightly packed, so it's clearer what they are. Yeah, that's starting to work really nicely. So we have a bit space for the skull. I think we can put in the first colors, base gold colors. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Go away, creative blood. And let's start with something like that. Few more layers. The space under her right arm looks maybe too empty. Space under her right arm. Do you mean because this one here is her right arm? Do you mean her left from our right? Left, so this one. It's also could work nicely to give a contrast, because her arm will be quite light and this will be quite dark, so if we move too close, could get muddy with the details. We can keep it in mind and see how it turns out when we put that in the base coloring. That. Yes. Now adding in some rough coloring and we'll polish it more. Coarse. Don't forget to put the teapot in. Done. Probably going to cheat and just put it like that. I can add some lighting and stuff to work it better in, but if the perspective works, you don't need to really draw it a second time. Yeah, let's not put pupils, it's nice and creepy, like just like this. No, I should definitely add her teeth. Well, I can do that as a detail later. That's most of her. Then we need huge amount of all kinds of items. Yeah, I forgot to put it on, but yeah, it's on its own layer here. The teapot. Let's start by putting everything in with backpack color. Then I can use this as a mask, so I don't need to be too careful to not go over Ake-san anymore. I hope the rest of the horrors do not have as much like drops, because it makes it a lot slower to draw with so many extra things. So that's now the items, but then I need to, of course, I can lock the transparency, so it's now faster drawing the rest of the stuff. It's actually organize some of the stuff. Thinking how I can best make the layout here. Really don't want this to bleed on that, but kinda. Of course I can. The mask. This can be back. One more time. Just trying to make it as easy to add some other stuff later, like shading, by having things on their own layers. Let's see. Battery empty. Oh no. Yeah, it's this kind of remote I use with the screen to toggle with different Photoshop shortcuts, but I can charge it while in use. That's one flexible backpack. Yes, I can see if we can try to make it seems like it's actually stretching and stuff. So, but it should be fine. Welcome to the stream, offline gamer. Good evening. Just got you on the background while we do some house organizing. This music is perfect for the background. Yeah, it's the soundtrack by Josh Curry for Lands of Culture. So first one, yes, we have the carrier pigeon. No, the carrier pigeon. Just going to steal some colors from it, so we can be more faithful to it. the banner. Let's open that one too. So this is the background, and it actually has white lines like that. Oh, and the the end should be different shape, but we can do it here. Then it has white around the icon as well. The icon itself is bright red. This is the backpack overall. Guess if you need a little nap during the adventuring, and you can make the. Let's add the torch as its own thing here below. Torch. And yet another brown. Let's see. That works. And then we need the scrolls. You can add them here. When receiving these cards, this gives the card for me some more value. Thank you again, Sami, for this amazing drawing moments. Yes, if so, just always play Akesan, the Fennec Fox, so you will always, if this horror comes up, you will always get more cards than other players. That's the plan. Thank you for these amazing drawing moments. It's fun to share and enjoy time with everyone on the chat while drawing. Let's choose a somewhat darker color for the inside. can see if we need to make some adjustments before we can start adding some polish. We can also make this one fully opaque and can hide all of that and see how it looks here. A hint about the next drawing session. I will most likely draw a horror card then, as well, as those are the ones we are missing the most. But which one, I don't know myself yet, but I'll definitely draw a different adventure. So we have more variety in this. And I can possibly, after the game found, I can do more streams and or just record myself drawing, and then I can make a time lapse out of that. Both are nice. We can now play. I like it's a lot of stuff here on the that she's hoarding, but that's kind of the point of the card, so I don't mind too much. Is it too much? I don't know. This is too busy. We can make it less busy by just harmonizing some of the colors on here, so that can help a lot. But I think I like it. Let's see if this is our favorite. If this is the color scheme, we want to go with the background, because we can also change it to anything we want. So what would make most sense in this case? For compulsive hoarding. It can't be too yellow or orange, or it's don't have enough contrast, but something like this could work. I quite like it. I would also make it a lot darker. Bartek says that if they take the glasses off, it looks done. Yeah, let's just do that for all the art and put an asterisk on the box, like just play with your glasses and it's the art is perfect. Let's hide the well, not everyone, just hide those, just to get the good idea. Yeah, this I trying red because we have the red banner, so there would be less overall different colors, so it would be a more better harmony that way. Or we can also try to match a bit more, because current, let's see if we can, which direction we should move. This way just slightly. Yeah, because if you make it a little bit more purple and dark, then it also matches the poison bottle better. Maybe this is a bit more oppressing color for the background, so I maybe like it more. Bartek says that dark sus bluish background makes it more horrorish and sweaty. Yeah, this, I think this is quite nice. Matches with the, like, without this adjustment, it's a bit an extra color, but now it's a little bit less chaotic color-wise, so I think I will go with this, at least for now. So let's start adding some polish to the colors. So I have bunch of layers. Let's just put. Yeah, I can just put all of those like that. And now the patented. Let's mess everything up. Make everything look muddy. Then we add shadows. Anywhere we feel like it. Oh, the bottle cap is totally wrong color, but we can fix that later as well. The sweat drop will also be bluish, so it can match the background. Yeah, we can see if we added sweat drops or not. I've been quite hesitant usually to add non-realistic sweat drops and stuff like that, but maybe it might work here. We'll see when we get there. Purple is better. Painting non-metallic metal. I always struggle with that when painting minis. Non-metallic metal. Yeah, different elements can sometimes be a bit of a struggle to get right. got to play a lot with the reflections and whatnot to try to make it look as good as possible. Non-metallic metal is a term used to refer to painting metallic elements using non-metallic paints. So just using color and contrast to make something look shiny and reflective like real metal. Okay, makes sense, even if it sounds really funny. Oh, now I get the background drops. They represent this emotion instead showing them on the fennec. Yeah, I'm concerned that maybe I add it here, but I'm thinking that maybe I will not. We can try it in the end and see how it would work. Yeah, not necessary. So I was going to now see if I want to make purple rim light or just brighter version. So I'm now going to try the purple to see how it would look like. Just to match the background. Especially with the shiny stuff. Yeah, maybe it works with the shiny stuff. So I used to blend the teapot in a little bit more. Just something I want to try out. I think I actually like it like this. I guess the bones can be actually kinda bright. About 75% of people with hoarding disorder also have mood or anxiety disorder. Some people get angry when you intervene with their hoarding. Bartek says Teapot seems to be blending a bit with the card's title banner. Yeah, that's true. Way better. Stage where just keep fiddling around and adding polish until I feel like the piece is ready. Just adding subtle improvements here and there. Still not entirely happy with the face. I'm just struggling to figure out what I could do to improve it? Or at least we need whiskers. Something I almost tend to forget at times. Shortening her snout, as I think it's has something to do with it. Or maybe this, her nose should be lower. Welcome to the stream, Lifeless Angel, saying awesome. Nice to hear you like it. Just now trying to make her face look more like it should. Trying to see where the trouble lies. Her skull is bigger than normal. Oh, now I finally see one of the big problems. Yeah, she should not have a thin neck. That's one of the things. Should be a lot closer and just fluffy and stuff. Just fluff. Head is too big and body small. I'm not even sure if that's too much true if you compare to this from the front cover. Just looks like the head is actually really large. But you can't really see too much, or you should not be able to see too much of her neck. Like I want to improve some of the other stuff, but first I want to get her face looking correct. And it's definitely better. Her jaw should also be here quite thin. And also shaped more like this. If the teapot is from Africa, it should have ankh instead of cross at top. It's already from Dale of Merchants, so I don't want to change it, but you could also think that it's a circle with the top, like, and not an actual cross, but this part be a circle around. Can't really make up from the image too well. just adding a little bit more contrast, like before and after. Starting to get pretty happy with it. Let's fix the background. Just doesn't affect anything, but let's fix this. If I ever want use for something else, then it's better to have it not broken like that. In doubt, just add more layers. This part was a little bit still hard to read. Messy. This is supposed to be her tail, but you can't make that up too well. Just be able to stop at some point. And call it ready. Should be really soon. This fish looks like it was quite deadly when it was alive. Yes, you would be right with that one. Shading on the bottle needs more color. Bag itself is a bit of a just a brown blob, but might be better that way if I were to add actual details to the back, then it would probably take away from the other details. it's just a brown blob, but maybe it's for the better that it's just the brown blob. Compare this to the previous. This was before we made adjustments. We can hide those to make less noisy. This is now, and this was before. Different kinds of adjustments, extra detail. We can still see here, which is kind of messy. Let's make that a little bit better. So just about that. Yeah. Just need to fix the speaking trumpet a little bit. Oh yes, and the speaking trumpet is already a reference to Galsur as well, because that's where it was first seen. Speaking trumpet needs more shine or something. I can't count how many times I've got the trumpet from the hungry for me. Yeah, the nature of how the events work in Lands of Culture just can't really control when you get stuff and what stuff you get. But we have statistics to see how many times different scenes have been played, so we can try to use that for the expansion to see what kind of, for example, scenes we need more as they are played more, and because before we did have not just data from few different playtesting groups and stuff. Like we can never playtest the game enough, but now we have more data, so we can try to balance things a little if possible, just to see more. But at least there's variety even in each of the scenes, even if you play them multiple times. So that's make it a little bit less bad or problem. Maybe the speaking trumpet is now a little bit more defined, less of a bucket. Try to make the handle more defined, so that should help a little. And if you think it's a bucket when you see it, it's not the end of the world. Maybe it's not like shrinking enough to the bottom. Maybe that's a kind of a problem. Yeah, it should shrink more actually, which should help with the problem. Yeah, I'm just trying to fix it. These are things that are easier to fix in the liner phase, but well, it's a bit too late for that, so just gotta do what you gotta do. Getting better. Yeah, when it's more cone shape, it's less of a bucket. A lot more speaking trumpety, like this compared to this. we should call it ready before like at some point. I'm really happy with the image like this. Upper right part of the west of the west. Yeah. You said. I'm not sure what I said. overlap the items with... yes, I will do that by making 2 different files that I layer. Welcome back, Ben Economist. It's pretty much done. Now going to make 2 versions. One like this. This one makes more sense. And then we need all of this and all of that. And we can save it. See. Going to... this is horrors. Compulsive, hoarding, and this is bottom. And then let's save this one. Here. Then we can relink that one. And now we have the stuff here just overlapping a little. Bartek saying maybe just the bottom ear to give it some depth. We can try it real easy. Like that. Yeah, I like it. It's kind of like they're in between. Yeah, still keep this in front. Yeah, definitely like it. So I guess that's pretty much it. Thanks everyone for joining and chatting on YouTube. It was a pleasure. I hope you had a good time joining me as I illustrate some compulsive hoarding for Peacemakers Horrors of War. If you want to know when the next live stream goes live, basically when the next stream goes live, you can subscribe and I will schedule the next stream. It's 4 days from now, and I think it will be a development diary if I don't remember incorrectly. But you will keep up to date if you subscribe to the channel, and I will also post an update on both Discord and the GameFound campaign, which are all linked down in the description. Thank you for the hearts, Sir Spinner. It was a pleasure to have you on the stream once again. It's always more fun to draw and host these streams when there are active members on the chat. I hope you enjoy Peacemakers Horrors of War once it gets released next year. And it's just one of the many horror cards that will be included in the game. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!